It never seems easy to change brokerages, but with these 10 steps, I'm going to simplify it for you. Everything from how to find the right next brokerage to breaking up with your broker amicably, moving your clients, moving your listings, getting transferred over, and then accelerating your business with your new brokerage. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, it's Charlie Cameron. I'm a real estate agent, investor, and global team leader on a mission to help real estate agents everywhere grow their business exponentially and achieve financial freedom along the way. Now, there's a lot of moving and shaking going on in the real estate industry right now. A lot of agents, especially post-COVID, have realized that a franchise model isn't really necessary and maybe not something they're getting the most value from or even need to pay for anymore. There are a whole lot of revolutionary models out there. One specifically adds the most value, which of course I'll talk about at the end, though I think you could figure it out. But what I want to talk about here is what are those steps you need to go through to figure out, should I change brokerages? What might that look like? What options can I consider? How do I notify my clients? How do I notify my broker and make this an amicable breakup, if you will? Still leave doors open in the future instead of burning bridges. And then how do I move my client base? How do I move my listings? How do I do that transfer? And kind of walk through that step by step. So let's jump into it. I'm going to use slides for this just to make sure I hit all the points and subpoints I want to hit because I don't want to miss anything important for you. And the order really does matter here. Okay, now do yourself a favor. I put these in order intentionally and I have all these steps for a reason. Don't miss a step. Okay, this is the most logical and most efficient order you can do these in. So step number one is to determine your why. We're going to take a step back and think about, am I trying to move away from pain at my current brokerage? Or am I trying to achieve something and get more value out of my next brokerage? Or both. It could be a small reason, could be a whole list of reasons why you want to make a change. But consider, are you looking for better compensation? Are you looking for better culture and environment, leadership? What about support? What about training? What about lead generation, technology, tools? Are you looking to learn luxury? Are you looking to learn commercial? Are you trying to find more growth opportunities? Are you trying to get additional income streams? Take a sheet of paper, list out the reasons, your why, for wanting to make a change, because that's going to help you with the next steps. Number two is to look for brokerage options. Before we go out there and start comparing them, we got to figure out what there is to compare, right? The three best ways I would do that is to think about what you've seen that stands out. Is there a certain brokerage you've seen on social media or in your market or just out there in the media itself that's doing well, that's performing well, that's crushing it out there? Are there agents you know that are crushing it out there that you could ask for referrals and ask their experiences at those brokerages, whether it's local or national? And searching around online, do some Googling, figure out what's happening, what are the trends in the industry, what places are doing new cool things that might be good for you. Now, I know it gets super overwhelming, so what I want you to do is narrow it down to three. You only get to really deep dive in three, because any more than that, and you start to very quickly exponentially roll off in how many things you can keep track of and in comparing them. Once you get to 4, 5, 6, they all just meld together and it's hard to really figure it out. So I recommend narrowing it down to your three best options, give you the best gut feel, and then comparing those. Now, if you need a little bit more help in comparing options, I got you covered. So one of our top blog posts and videos is 21 questions to ask brokers when interviewing them to compare them and see if it's right for you. So go ahead and check that blog post out. The video will be there as well, or check it out on YouTube. That will help you answer and kind of determine, is this going to be a good fit for me and align with my goals? Now, so the third thing you want to do is to save your database. So as long as you didn't sign a non-compete, you can export your sphere, your leads, your clients, take them with you, right? Especially your past clients. Make sure you've got all of those names compiled and emails and phone numbers and export them so you have them in hand. So you can bring them to your new CRM and continue marketing or using new marketing tools with your new broker to continue to work those possible future leads and turn them into clients once again. So you want to make sure you do this before you lose access to your tools and systems. That's why this is here and not after you tell your broker. In case they do have hard feelings with you, which we'll talk about in a second, you want to make sure you've downloaded those before. I also recommend you don't sign non-competes in the future if you can help it. So keep that as a thing in the back of your mind when you're comparing brokerages. Now, number 4, the hard part. It's putting in your notice with your current broker. Everybody thinks this is going to be super terrible and awful. We're going to burn all these bridges and there's going to be all these hard feelings. But I've actually found with most of the agents I've helped move brokerages, they've not had that experience. And a lot of times the brokers have been very amicable about it. And there's a right way to go about this, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But essentially, it's not about burning bridges. It's about your own personal progression and the value that you need to receive to advance your real estate career. So this can be amicable. Now, there's a ton of words on this slide. I'm not going to read them to you, but you can pause this and use this and rework it for your own use, either as a conversation, on the phone, in person, or an email, a really long text message if you had to. But this is a way to tell your broker that you're leaving that still keeps it amicable. Some of the key points here are that, hey, you're leaving because you're looking for additional opportunities or additional value and additional career progression. You just want to go do some new things, learn some new things from others to help you grow personally as an agent, right? This has nothing to do with them. It's all about you, right? You could take this a step further and say, hey, look, I really valued my time at this brokerage. I learned so much. I've grown personally and professionally under your brokerage and under your leadership. In no way does my departure reflect any dissatisfaction or concerns. I have so much respect for this organization, for this team. I love everyone here. This decision is purely driven by me, right? It's not you, it's me, right? So this is the way to do this to make it smooth. Additionally, you offer to help with the transition. Hey, I'm going to make this as smooth as possible. Let's work everything out with our current listings and current clients, and I'm happy to help hand things over and move things along throughout the process. And anytime I can help you in the future, I would love to, and I'd be happy to refer people to you if it's the right fit for them in the future. All right. So this is all happy-go-lucky. Everything's great, and you say thank you again. Thank you for your understanding as well. Right. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to have the perfect experience, but this is a pretty damn good way to assure it, right? Now, number 5, and people usually don't want this, but it does happen, the counteroffer, right? What if your broker sees that and then says, ooh, wait, let me offer you something even better? Well, go back to your why that we wrote down. Is that even better option that they're going to now offer you? Does that solve your whys? There could be some reasons on there that really aren't fixed by this better offer. Does this just essentially delay the inevitable of wanting to change brokers anyway? Plus, you can't really take back the kind of elephant in the room now that you had a desire to leave, right? So there's always going to be this weird dynamic potentially in the near future, at least for a time being. The other question to ask yourself is, why are you now being offered these terms? Why are you not offered those terms up front? And can they actually deliver on those special benefits? At most franchise brokerages and some brokerage models, it's not really up to them to necessarily allow special benefits. So you may have to kind of figure out whether that's possible or just hearsay. So, assuming we're past that and we are going to move, number 6 is to inform your leads and your clients. So now, you just need to tell them what's up. And frankly, if they're just leads that are in your database that, let's say, you're sending a weekly or monthly newsletter to, or working on a short-term basis, I wouldn't even really tell them. You might put it in your newsletter at the bottom. Your email signature will change, but they're not even going to know, because guess what? They are there to work with you, not necessarily the broker brand that supports you, right? For most of them, I wouldn't say much. For anybody you're actively working with, any leads you're really cultivating that's getting close to turning into a client, or any active clients, what I would do is tell them. Most of them won't care, because again, they're there for you and your services. It's good to let them know that, hey, my service is not going to be changing. In fact, with this new broker, I'm actually going to have access to more resources. I'll have more ability to promote your listings. I'll have more tools to get more visibility to your property, or I'll have more ability to find off-market properties for my buyers. So you can actually say, maybe point out some cool things about the new broker. I wouldn't go into a huge list, because frankly, most of them aren't going to care or know the difference. But you might just point out 1 or 2 things like, hey, my service is not declining, it's going up, right? Now, you may not be able to keep all clients, especially if they came directly from your broker. It's a broker lead, for example, but you can still keep that contact and continue to nurture and follow up for other opportunities. So you may have to give back a couple of active clients if they came from your broker. I mean, that's just life. That's potentially going to happen. But you could also work on timing to make this as painless as possible. Now, what to tell your current clients. Here's an example. I'll let you just pause this to take a look and use it yourself. But this is just an email example of what you might say. Hey, I've got some exciting news. And you just kind of spin it in a way that's super positive for them and what they're potentially going to get out of it. And that, hey, you look forward to your continued success together. Number 7 is to transfer your listings. Again, timing is going to be key in all of this. So what you might want to do is kind of wait until you've closed a couple of listings and you're about to take some new ones on, but you're not quite there yet. Now, inevitably, if you're a producing agent, you're probably going to have some active listings or clients and you're going to have to deal with it, right? So essentially, when you do change brokerages, you can transfer your listings. And actually, it's simpler than you think. And your new broker can help you with the heavy lifting and paperwork on that. So that's not the part I would worry about. The part you have to think about is, well, why would my broker let me take this listing with me? Well, here's why. That broker is not working with that client. You are, right? So does it make more sense for that broker to all of a sudden come in and try and steal that client halfway through a transaction? Let's say especially if it's under contract, right? Or does it make sense to just say, hey, you know what? Hey, thank you for your really amicable email. I really appreciate it. I'm really sorry to see you go. But, with our current listings, why don't we just work out a referral agreement? You, the agent, can still close them, and I'll take a referral off those. So, we both kind of win in this situation. That's what most of them are going to want to do. All right. I would kind of have a conversation, make that suggestion, and then let them come to that conclusion that, yeah, you're right. This is the easiest thing for me as the broker to just let you finish closing them and provide me a referral. You can move them over to your brokerage as you see fit. So that's not, I can't guarantee that, but that is very, very often the case in changing brokerages when you have active listings. Now, number 8 is to transfer your license. Woohoo! We're just about there, right? So you want to sign up with your new brokerage. Generally, that new brokerage is going to walk you through the steps, even make the calls to the state to help move your license. Once you said you're leaving, hey, your broker is required to release you. So that's why I say to do some of those steps in order. That way you can kind of make this as smooth of a transition as possible. Kind of get everything lined up with the new brokerage and then finish things out with the old brokerage so that you can kind of slide right in to your new broker. Number 9 is to rebrand yourself. So this is essentially updating your social media and graphics, your cover photos. You want to update your signature and your email. You want to tell the world that you're excited. You want to get on social media and tell everyone about this move, show new energy, and continue to do so in this business. It's going to get everyone around you that follows you invigorated as well. And of course, you're going to have to order new cards, new signs, new materials. Most brokers will throw you some new cards, so that's a good thing. But you're going to have to update some of those as well. So put a small budget aside so that you can get that done pretty quickly. And a lot of brokers, like we have a partnership with Build-A-Sign to make things cheaper for those kind of things initially as well. And last but not least, launch at your new brokerage. So you want to get fresh training. Listen, you got a whole new opportunity available to you now. Go absorb those trainings, get those new perspectives, surround yourself with those new people who've been in the industry in different ways, different niches. Learn, absorb, network, meet new people. You can get so much out of networking and partnering with others. It's insane. Learn the new tools, very important, though you can always trial by fire, right? Especially if you have those clients that are currently in process and in transactions. You're just gonna have to trial by fire. And of course, mentors and sponsors like myself will happily help you get through that process and do it quickly. And learn how to grow your new opportunities at your new brokerage. That's why you're there, right? For the new value and the new opportunities, go leverage them immediately. Now, ultimately, the thing you're looking for is value and opportunity. And as a global team leader at eXp Realty, I'd be amiss if I didn't say, have you considered eXp? Here's kind of my top 7 reasons why most agents do come to eXp. It's the most agent-centric model in history in the world. You get more value than anywhere else. Not only are most agents making more money at eXp and have more income stream opportunities, but they're getting much more training and growth opportunities than anywhere else. It's far better than a franchise model. Franchise models are no longer necessary. It's like saying a bookstore is necessary when you have Amazon, that kind of thing, right? There's more growth opportunity than anywhere else. It's absolutely insane. All the different things you can learn. You can do commercial, luxury, referral only. You can go learn every niche of lead generation you could ever think of. And there's just way too many opportunities that you could even leverage. There's more income streams. I've got 5 currently through EXP. And I think everybody should consider it for that reason as well. It's really great, and it gives me an exit opportunity to stop selling houses and continue to grow income streams. There's more collaboration with like-minded, passionate agents than anywhere I've seen. Here's some pictures just of us collaborating at events with our national team. And it's just an absolute blast. And they're just so growth-minded and so win-win attitude. They just want to help each other succeed all the time. It's absolutely amazing and refreshing to be around. And of course, daily coaching and support from top agents like myself and my partners at EXP. We're here to help you. That comes for free when you partner with us, and you can learn more about this at agentwealthhustle.com. Simply go to About EXP to learn all about EXP. It's the #1 EXP resource on the internet, and hit the Partner with Us button on the top of the homepage, that big green button, and we'd be more than happy to schedule a call and walk through the benefits of EXP and sponsoring with our team with you if that is of interest. No sales pitch. We're just going to walk through it with you and see if it's right for you, and you can decide for yourself. Whew, man, that was a long video. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you feel a lot more comfortable about making that change now, about evaluating your options, about moving and breaking up with your old broker amicably, about continuing relationships with your clients, moving your listings, and really moving forward and growing as an agent by making that change. Again, if you're interested in partnering with our team at eXp Realty, feel free to hit up agentwealthhustle.com, hit partner with us, schedule a call. We'll be happy to hop on and chat with you about it and see if it's a right fit for you. Anyway, go out there and crush it.